Okay, Maple Memo, double miracle time. Oh shit. Did my sister send any messages for running tomorrow? Okay, our sister's gonna go shopping tomorrow. Okay. So, Maple Memo, Double Miracle Time, and more. If you guys remember, Double Miracle Time has been gone for a little bit, as was my ability to speak, but it's back now. We're good. Because there was a huge problem, specifically for GMS, Reboot, NA. There were so many people trying to cube at the same time that nothing worked. Everyone was just in a giant queue, in a giant waiting list. I think Smidley even made a video on how the server setup for MapleStory works and why that was such a huge problem. People were using a cube, then CCing, then getting CC'd 5 minutes later, then the cube would go through, then you would be able to use another cube, then you'd have to CC again. It was a shit show. It was just absolutely horrendous. Share, start, copy. Use your link flash. So since then, we had compensation. Compensation was even worse. We had compensation for the compensation. Shit broke again. And then we had like a third compensation layer. And then I think they decided to just lay off of the DMT for a little bit. So let's see what they've got in store for us. Hi, Maplers. Hi, Anna. Ooh, this is from Anna, official. Okay. Hi, Anna. It's been a while since the last memo, and I hope you're having a good summertime. Today I would like to talk to you about the upcoming Double Miracle Time, DMT. Not Double Maintenance Time, guys. The actual Double Miracle Time. That we plan to have in late July, since we're trying to run the event differently this time. Late July. Okay, so within the next 2 weeks. As you may know, we had server instability issues the last time we ran a DMT event, as it's one of the most beloved and highly participated events in MapleStory. I don't think it's because of that, I think it's because the servers are kind of shit, but let's move on. Due to the reason, we had to take some time to come up with ideas to run the event in a more stable way, while still giving many players a chance to make the best use of the event perks. I think we were talking about that in stream a few times. I think we were actually floating the idea of coupons that you could activate, and then during the duration of the coupon, you could cube with the effect on, because I believe there was something similar like that they test cased in non-reboot in GMS when it came to star forcing, I believe, where you could have a buff, and then during that buff, their star forcing had either more chance of succeeding or was cheaper, something like that. But then if you DC, you lose a coupon, yeah, there's still a whole bunch of problems with that. This time there will be a registration period prior to the actual DMT event where players will have to accept a quest and select a day when they want to enjoy the DMT perks between July 28th and August 3rd. Okay, so we're really spreading it over a week, right? 7 days? July 28th, 29th, 30, 31, 1, 2, 3 August. Yeah, 7 days. Okay. We call this new version of the event Mark Your Miracle Time. Okay, MYMT. And players can participate in the Mark Your Miracle Time 1 day per world during the event duration. Each Mark Your Miracle Time day will be capable of hosting 4,000 players per world, and in total 28,000 players will be able to participate per world over the course of the event. I'm thinking if that's a lot or not. How many people are actively playing NA Reboot? I feel like just NA Reboot people, that's probably already about that amount, right? But I guess then it's a good amount. It's amazing they think we have 28k players. You'd think that, but then when you look at the things that have rankings, like the Legion Arena, for example, and there were, unironically for Reboot, the amount of people that were ranked was somewhere around 58,000. But let's see. This will allow us to split the participants into several days, so the server won't receive the influx of system requests all in one day. Yeah, and I guess also if you try to request a day and it says the day is full, you can just select another one. As for the Mark Your Miracle Time perks that will start from July 28th, the benefits will remain the same as that of a previous DMT event. However, since you will not be able to participate in the Market Miracle Time event without the registration, I would like to encourage you to keep an eye on the MapleStory website for further details so that you can complete the registration on time. The registration will start from July 22nd, and we also plan to release a more detailed video guide on web posts that elaborate on this event early next week. Please be prepared for the Market Miracle Time registration event. It's starting on the 22nd, so the day after the patch. Okay, so this Friday, this Thursday. Next Thursday? Next Thursday. Yeah. Or I guess technically Friday first. One other thing I would like to let you know is that we will not have the Cube Pack deal with the Market Miracle Time event, since our #1 priority at this time is server stability. Due to concerns that too many cash up requests can cause severe server load, which may hinder the event, we will be holding it without the sale this time around. This might be disappointing news for some players, but I hope you understand our efforts to run this event in a stable way as much as possible. So no cube sale. That basically means that we're not going to have like a major amount of people getting every single thing upgraded for a fraction of the cost. But it also means that you won't have a bunch of people just buying cubes because they're on sale and then using cubes the whole day that will stack with the event. So this is purely only if you're trying to tier up items, right? And for that, you can check !cubing to see which types of cubes are most efficient to use. But during this, you're probably going to just buy a whole bunch of black cubes and try to get a whole bunch of items to legendary, and then that's it. So do it on the day, register on time, do it on the day that you have registered, and just go ham. There will be more information later. I'd also like to talk about the recent players' concerns for transparent communication. I fully understand your frustration. We have raised that a few times. Understand your frustration. I also agree that we need to give our players a clear answer about the important matters you care about. Masa, let's see if they give the rates. Hashtag share the rates. Players are putting a lot of effort into our game, and as a MapleStory producer, I truly appreciate that we have dedicated players like you. Oh, it's like she's talking directly to me, guys. It's like... While I fully understand that players would like to hear more about the important topics from us, it is true that it is difficult for us to give quick answers to your questions, since we have our internal process to follow when reviewing and discussing these contents and topics, and we have to first ask KMS what our answer is to these questions and then translate what they tell us. We need to be responsible for the things we say, so we try to be more cautious when sharing any opinions on news with the players. It doesn't mean that we're not looking at what players are discussing in the communication channels and what concerns our players have about some game topics. Sometimes it takes longer for us to talk about a certain issue because some topics require thorough review internally before we come to the conclusion that we can share publicly. I think what they're trying to say is that a lot of times, like, KMS has to kind of dictate the general direction, you know. So they have to make sure that everything is in line with what they want to say, what Nexon NA wants to say, what Nexon KMS, what Nexon Korea, what KMS wants to say. All of that has to be in line with each other, which can make it difficult to communicate in a quick manner. However, as I mentioned in my other memo, we're continuously working with internal teams to improve our communication, and we'll do our best to give you a fast and clear update when there are game issues or updates that we need to be aware of. But where are the rates? We've asked for these months ago. Where are these things? We try to be transparent as much as we can while promoting these updates as well. Current focus is to find out the cause of the reboot lag issue, and we're working closely with internal teams and our players to improve the reboot environment. Yeah, they have been tweaking Do we know which channels are good now, which channels are bad now, guys? Because I trained for 2 hours in channel 22 and it was great. And then I think it was Noah earlier who was in channel 6 saying that channel 6 and 4 were absolutely terrible. So it seems to be pretty up in the air to see which channels are actually good and which ones are bad at this point. Of course, they should be all good, right? If they're not good, don't have them, right? I received video capture of the issues from some players, and based on that information, we started testing the different server configurations to pinpoint the cause of the issue and address the problem. As far as I'm aware, they're doing different kinds of fixes to different channels now, and then seeing if people within those channels have different experiences to see which fix or which measures they put into place have the best effect on the actual outcome of the game stability. So hopefully they can find what helps the game and then release that over all the servers, hopefully. But yeah, we'll see. Over all the channels, I mean. That's all for today. I'll write again when we have important news to share next time. Thank you always for your support and enjoy your summer. Thank you, Anna. Well, thank you, Anna. So, okay, registrations for DMT. Hopefully DMT goes off without a hitch. No cube sale combined with it, which means only use it if you actually need to tier up a bunch of items on a bunch of characters. Otherwise, it's not worth waiting for this. You could just do it whenever you want. Like if you're just starting a new character, or you have 2 characters that have everything epic, but you want to get them all to legendary, this is a time to register and go crazy on cubing. If you're just trying to reroll what you already have, don't bother re-rolling. Don't bother registering. I mean, no cube sale, so that you as good a time as any to cube. You can do it right now. And yeah, of course, they're just addressing the server instability right now, which I would say is the most pressing issue. But game stability overall is the most problematic thing about this game. So that in general needs to be addressed pronto and continuously. Oh my god, they have a TikTok. Oh god. But yeah. Are you excited about the DMT or not so much? What situation of the game are you in? Let me know, and I'll come back to you guys when we have additional updates. Thanks for watching.